this, your friends or you, that's what you don't have. Your friends have, it's at the end is heart failure. Now, heart failure as in a medical term or in the medical world, how do we treat it, right? Any one of you unfortunately have any heart failure friends? Got it? Usually, we can do a few things. Number one, you look at this one, called, okay, now I have to stand here. This thing called cardio intra-aortic balloon pump. When the patient have heart attack, then you do the CPR, you sustain all the drama you see, right? They all do this, open out, a lot of blood come out, and then they are okay. Now in the ICU, but their heart is still failing, they cannot pump. So what we can do, we put a balloon into their big aorta. This balloon dilate when the heart not contract, relax. Because the pump of the heart, the blood vessel to the heart, they receive blood supply when the heart is relaxed. Then the heart receives blood supply as compared to the rest of the body. So we can put a balloon there. When the heart relaxes, then the balloon will employ to give you more pressure. This is one thing we can do. The problem is patient cannot leave the hospital. They stay in the hospital. And then they have to be on a blood thinner. So it's not a good thing, right? Okay, what else we can do? Artificial heart, this one. Okay, nowadays, everything also can do AI. But the problem is, it's artificial. You are not robot, right? So there are problems with that also. You're also on heart blood thinner for the rest of your life. And not necessarily, one day battery run out, I also don't know what happened. But I haven't done this case before. So I'm not too sure the patient with artificial heart, how do they live? But I know they're on blood thinner. The ultimate things that we can do for them, heart transplant. How many heart transplant you heard of? How many friends of yours have heart transplant? I also don't have. Only one friend we have passed away is Rich DeVos. He got a heart transplant at the age of 90. 90, you look at the patient, like, don't need to do so much, right? But Rich DeVos, different. He cannot He has mission. You see, when you have mission, God won't let you die on. I have so many stories to tell you when we have enough time. If you have mission, you won't die so easily. Until you finish your mission, it is true. Got time to tell you the story. So these are the few things medical people can do for you, heart failure, right? But do you want all these things? No, right? Now, at the end, if all this doesn't work, you see him. Okay? This is our best friend. We have contract one. They come, we give them business. Sometimes they give us business. So if all doesn't work, you see him, which is not the outcome you want, am I right? Then you need to know, before heart failure, before you see him, is this any signs and symptoms you can detect to help your friends or even yourself? For example, shortness of breath is one of the heart disease. Okay? Of course, if you run a marathon for like 16 km or things like that, you climb five floors of stairs and you are short of breath. Okay, everybody also short of breath. But let's say you just move from your chair to the toilet and you're short of breath. That's not normal. That's not normal. To be honest, climb one floor, okay, which is about 7, 8 flights of stairs, you shouldn't be short of breath either. Your heart should be enough to support you for that flights of stairs. You shouldn't be short of breath. So if you're unexplained short of breath, think about, if, let's say your parents touch you, how come my mom recently, when she just walked a few steps, short of breath? It is a sign, okay? What else? Broke you again, Edema. Have you seen some patients swollen like a balloon, especially their dependent area, which is what we call the lower extremity? Okay, edema is also a sign of cardiac failure. Sometimes they have pitting edema. That means you press, it goes down, you release, and then after a while it comes down. Some of you are not checking already. This is also one of the signs. Not every edema is, but if you have it, pay attention. Okay, what else? Dizziness. Out of sudden dizzy. Of course, if you're not enough water, not enough sleep or things like that, you feel dizzy, okay, understood. Unexplained and prolonged dizziness is not normal. Okay, if your parents complain to you, your friends complain to you, ask them to check it out. And then the last one, not the last one, tiredness, unexplained fatigue. You just woke up tired already. But this happened to a lot of us, I think, right? Woke up tired already, haven't done anything, tired, so tired, right? My medical officer every day come to the ward, so tired today. We haven't started round, tired already. But is it normal? You're not supposed to. And then after lunch, you're the worst of your life, the worst of the day after lunch. Any seminar at 2 p.m., nobody listens. Right? Any class around at 2 p.m., nobody listens. I understand. But to be honest, physiologically, you should be the most energetic at 2 p.m. You should be the peak of your performance. If you don't, something is wrong, right? Now, all this can tell easily, right? If you see someone short of breath, someone fatigue easily, someone have dizziness, someone peeing edema, you can see, right? You don't need a doctor to tell you. The gut also passed by and say, hey, you got heart problem. You know what I mean? So this is very late. But if someone's really present like that, better ask them to go and see doctor. Something that is more even earlier. This face, what does it tell you? Blur, confused. What happened? Something like that, right? Honestly, a lot of heart attack and heart disease patients are like that. The day they got heart attack, they don't even know what happened. They will tell you, I don't have cholesterol, I don't have heart problem, I don't have any diabetic. How come I got heart attack? I have a sad story later. I'll tell you very good time. Happened just right last week Wednesday. I flew to the funeral, and the whole story was so sad. This and patients like that never know he got any heart problem. Patient passed away, by the way, right? What else? Early thing. All right, I got 2. Neck pain. Do not underestimate neck pain. Now a lot of you say, yesterday I pain. Okay, if you play badminton, you pick a ball and you sprain your neck, this is not heart problem. It's your problem. Your skill problem. But let's say you didn't play any sport, or especially elderly. You see your father always do this. Be careful. The fathers who passed away, he was complaining of neck pain. 3 weeks ago, okay, I'll tell you a story since we got a bit of time. So this uncle is a childhood friend of mine. I got the call suddenly on Wednesday morning. Say, my father passed away. I was shocked. Because 3 weeks ago, we were talking about his father. She was telling me that my dad don't know why recently the leg swollen. First sign came out. Then complained. I asked, any other symptom? Oh, he said his neck pain. I said, you faster ask him to go angio. Angio means do a cardiac. Either do a cardiac echocardiogram, do an angio. Something is wrong with the heart. Then because she doesn't come to meeting one, she's ABO, but not coming to meeting, not learning, just buy stuff. So she's like, so serious, man? I said, you better bring your father to go and see a cardiologist. Something is not right. She said, okay. And then 3 weeks later, the mom and the dad, they stay together in Johor. Okay, the daughter is in KL. What happened is the daughter invited the mother to come to Genting to see a concert. It's a mother's birthday. Okay, mother's birthday. So mother flew, then daddy is alone, right? Daddy is about 79. But still healthy, can walk around, things like that. Daddy at home. The daughter and the daddy has a contract. They will call each other 3 times a day to make sure he's okay. Okay? On Tuesday night, she called. The first time, daddy didn't pick up. Anytime in the past, whenever daddy is alone, she always call and daddy always pick up, never missed. This time, never pick up. Then they think, what happened? Why daddy didn't pick up? So the mom told her, it's okay lah. Daddy always charge the phone downstairs. Maybe daddy slept upstairs. Okay, so done. Next morning, call again. 3 times a day, right? No one picks up. So they got nervous already. They are still in Genting. They got nervous. How come daddy didn't pick up? So they called the neighbor, go and check on him. So the neighbor came and looked. They said, your daddy is sleeping on the table. You know, outside the houses, the landed house, sometimes they put table, they put some chair. So the daddy was sleeping. I remember it's like that. Okay, like that. So the neighbor called back to my friend and said, yeah, I see your daddy sleeping outside. He was like, sleeping outside? How long already? Don't know, 8 o'clock I see him sleeping outside. 10 o'clock I still see him sleeping outside. What does it mean? So my father, touch it. So my friend asked the uncle to go and see the father. So when the neighbor went to the father will be cold. Nobody know when he passed away. Nobody know. Okay? According to the history was, the uncle said your daddy was sweeping the floor outside. Suddenly he just sat down, but never wake up. Okay? Chances are heart attack, silent heart attack. And then I asked further, the father had cholesterol issue, the father had diabetic, the father also had hypertension. All the signs and symptoms, and my friend was so sad because she kept asking me, why did this happen? Is it something I didn't do? Is my father, one thing is very sad, is it my father waiting for me to save him, but I didn't? I don't have the heart to tell her, yeah, if 3 weeks ago you bring him to the doctor, he might have a chance. Okay, I won't tell. Because she's so sad already, I don't want to step another thing in. Oh, what happened? Right. Okay. So make sure neck pain is not something, take it lightly. Do not take it lightly, all right? The other thing is jaw pain, referred pain. So let's say you don't have any dental issue, but you keep having this toothache. Something is here. You have toothache. Lips pain. Okay. So don't take it lightly. Something might happen, especially elderly. If they keep telling you, don't know why my toothache, but there's no dental issue. Check it out. Check it out. Okay? Another one is the scapula, behind the tooth bone, they have this pain. It's also another sign. So be careful. So these are all disease already happened. Disease already happened. Is there any earlier sign? Yes. You see this one? Okay. What I want to manifest is cold hand and cold feet. Do you have friends? The hand, no matter outside is 40 degrees, their hand is cold. Everybody is so hot, their hand is all cold. Outside, you go to Sahara desert, they're also cold. You got friends like that, cold hand and cold feet, and they sweat some more. This kind of friends, not this kind of friend, be careful with them. Their heart is not that healthy because it's sympathetic. All right? Dr. Wan Yi, you guys know him, her, right? Last time, her hand also cold. She can sweat until I can see the thing dripping. But Nutrilite got her well already. 1 year we use. Yes. Everybody said you took untuk Nutrilite. And then what else? Profuse sweating. Have you seen your friend doing whatever? So cold, the aircon is like got eyes coming out. They're still sweating. Have you seen friends like that? Also be careful. Heart problem. Okay, may have some heart issue. It's not like heart attack immediately, they sweat and die, not like that. It's a sign to tell you that you might want to take care of your heart. Okay? What else? The ear. Now each of you look at each other ear. This is called a Frank sign. Franks, like Benjamin Frank sign. From the tragus to here, there's line. The more line you have, not you, okay, the more line the person have, the higher risk they have cardiovascular disease. Okay? And if you have both sides, higher chance. So look at your dad, look at your mom, look at your husband, your wife, or whatever, to make sure they don't have this. Don't draw in. If you go for, if let's say you go for any ear piercing, there's a different story. Natural one. Okay? Frank sign. So these are the things you can pay attention to. To be honest, you can take this picture, you go online, any website you can find, atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease risk score calculator. This calculator, they will ask you to list out your blood pressure, your cholesterol, your heart rate, and things like that to calculate what's your risk of getting CVS problem. Mine is 0.2%. So I won't die so easily. But so take a look at your first, and then your loved one parents, so that you kind of know. This is very common in the website. You can find it. All right. Now, so you understand all that already. I let you give a guess, right? In the whole system, the heart, the blood vessel, and the content, which one is the most common part that goes wrong? A, B, C, or B? Who said B? Okay, the hands is less than the voice. Who say A? Nobody. Who say C? Okay, C got some luck. Honestly, clinically, the patient that we saw, right, with cardiovascular disease, the most common is actually B, blood vessel. That means this is also the part that you can do. You don't need a doctor to do. You can help yourself or your friends. So this is a part, the majority, 80% of the problem of the heart is because of this blood vessel, right? You see, even the heart itself, right? Okay, the heart itself, very seldom have issue. You see, heart is being made the day you were made, That means your heart pumps are almost 10 months or 9 months more than what you are right now. So they are made to be strong, very strong. Very rarely it's going to have problem. That's why heart seldom get problem. It's always the surrounding, which is the blood vessel that give you the issue, right? Now, what kind of problem the heart can have? Congenital. Some baby born without the center, we call it septum, okay? The hole in the septum, the hole in the heart is what they call. Some baby born with the right ventricle go to the left side, that kind of thing. That one is not our, area of discussion anymore. If they won't carry a blue baby and see which would you like product to eat. So this one, leave it to the doctor, okay? What else? Valvular diseases. Meaning that you see this kind of thing, these are the valve. Valvular disease, they can be too tight or they are too loose. This is also a doctor problem, not our problem. What else? Cancer. How many of you heard about cardiac cancer, heart cancer? Very rare. I only see one sarcoma in my whole career, one. So it's very, very rare. So heart seldom give you any trouble. It's the surrounding that give you the trouble, right? Okay. Now, if you look at the heart itself also supply blood vessel, right? Now, you always hear people say you have coronary artery disease. Then this is what they say, like coronary artery disease. Two main blood vessels. They all come from the big vessel called aorta, okay? Now, they come to the right and the left. So right, we call it RCA and LCA. LCA branch out to the main one called left anterior descending artery, LAD. This is the most common vessel that get blocked in a lot of heart attack. Okay, LAD, not LCD, LAD. Well, this is the one mostly we do the bypass. Okay? So now you understand, even the heart has blood supply. And when we say heart attack, is this vessel get blocked. So you understand, it's the vessel issue, not the heart issue. It's the vessel issue, which is the thing that you can take care of. Then, this is one of the autopsy picture. So if someone dies from heart attack, if you cut off their coronary artery, you look like this. Everything is fat, 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 fat. Everything is fat. You see that? Sometimes in a very obese patient, you want to do bypass. Finding the vessel itself took hours. The bypass took 5 minutes. But finding this take hours. Because they said, so many fat, so many fat. Right? So that's why gut research later will talk about. This is what happened. If your blood vessel get clogged, that's the problem. Okay? Now, how does the blood vessel tells you that I have an issue? Do you think blood vessel have WhatsApp, WeChat, email? They can, dear honor, I am in trouble. Please, they won't. So how does blood vessel tell you, hey, I'm in trouble? By blood pressure. Always, we are created in a way that you can take care of yourself, you know how to, by blood pressure. Now, you see, blood pressure every day in let's say you and I today, do you think your blood pressure will remain the same number from get up till you go to sleep? No, it changes, right? It changes based on what? To be honest, based on this called perfusion. Okay, what is perfusion? I give you an example. Let's say this is a pump, represent your heart. The pipe represent your blood vessel, and then the water represent your blood. The flower represent your end organ, meaning that all the blood being pumped, it to perfuse the organs. So perfusion means how well this flower grows is how good the perfusion is. Meaning that if let's say you need more blood or more water, you got to pump harder. This one got to be nasoconstrict a little bit, vasoconstrict a little bit to give you water. So blood vessels, they fluctuate every day to give you perfusion. And the two main organs you want to perfuse, brain and heart. At emergency, right, you're about to die, right? Your body will try so hard to perfuse here and here. That's why you have brain death and cardiac death. You never heard of liver death. Oh, that patient is liver death. That patient is muscle death. You never heard of it. Cardiac, legally, cardiac and brain, that's it. Okay? Now, you understand this already. So you know, physiologically, that means in a normal situation, you don't have heart problem, your vessel did this every day. Normal, vasodilation, lumen becomes bigger, so we call dilation. And then vasoconstriction, lumens become smaller. In what situation lumen become bigger? When you're happy. You're 21%, wow, all green already. When you're up saying, yeah, good job. Okay, when you see your girlfriend, you see your boyfriend, you're romantic, then your vaso dilate. Or when you meditate, the real one, not the sleeping one, the real one. If you meditate, your blood pressure goes down. You notice that? When you're sleeping, blood pressure goes down. Notice that? Because you're happy, relax. Okay, what caused the vessel to constrict? Stress. Angry, nervous, worry about something, vasoconstrict, stress. Coffee is a vasoconstrictor. Coffee is nice, I also like it. The problem is coffee makes you internally stressed. Because your brain doesn't know coffee you're drinking for enjoyment. They don't know. You know only. The coffee just vasoconstrict, meaning make the vessel become narrower, thinking you are stressed. Okay? Sometimes even you are stressed, you don't know. You keep telling the doctor, I'm not stressed. But look at your blood pressure, boom, 200. But you're not stressed. So weird. Anyway, so you understand this is physiology. That means in normal condition, the vessel does all this. But sometimes you're forced to have problem. The vessel already lost the flexibility. And why it lost the flexibility? Now I have to come here. It got blocked. If a vessel, you have all the rubbish in there, can it dilate and constrict at its wishes? It's like, imagine a pipe, initially was patent, right? And then the pipes can flex here, flex there. But when the pipe becomes hardened, or you have a lot of rubbish inside, can it bend again? Hard to bend. So the wall becomes very sclerosed, what we mean hardened. Okay? Some of us may not have heart attack or may not have cholesterol issue, but our blood vessel is very hardened. Your blood pressure also can go up. Okay? Then how we know? Now you keep talking about blood pressure. How I know whether I have high blood pressure? Simple. This is the AHA chart that you can, how do I stand? Then you can take a picture. Now, we care about all of it. Of course, if you said normal less than 120, let's say today, your blood pressure is 60/30, that's not normal. Even though we say less than 120, so use our brain a little bit. That means it is true, the lower the blood pressure, but you remain healthy, the better. That means like Lee Chong Wei, all these athletes, their blood pressure is quite low. But then because they have a strong heart, they can pump. One pump, they're okay, they profuse everywhere. Ours is pump until the carpet also never come out. So that's why Nutrilite exercise important. No need to go do the gym, just walk enough. You just walk, it's quite enough. Now, when do we start treating the patient? Stage 1 hypertension. So when the systolic went above 130, 139, diastolic 80 to 89, we already suggesting patient starts antihypertensive. Okay? This one and this one, elevator, right? You can do some diet change, lifestyle change. So this one, you know, if your parents keep having this kind of reading and they say, I don't want to take medication, better ask them to take first. Then you use Nutrilite to take care of them. Okay? Then, why is that blockage in the vessel? This is important. Okay, the gist is actually here. What makes them? You know, 4 basics. TQG 4 basic. We also got, the heart attack also got 4 basics. And each of them can happen at any time and follow the whole cycle. To make it easier, okay, what is all this thing? Is all the rubbish inside the blood vessel, right? First is vascular plaques. What does that mean? Something like a fat pad inside blood vessel. Now, why? Well, when you have a lumen that is, which is a pipe that is patent, right? Your blood flow should be normal, right? No problem. But if you put a rock in between, what happens? It starts to spread out, and the pressure becomes increasing. Then it can cause a problem. Abnormal blood flow, endothelial injury. What is endothelial? It means the cells of the blood vessel. So when you go through the pipe wall, your pressure increases, it can injure the endothelium. When endothelium get injured, then something called inflammation can happen. Am I right? So this is the whole cycle. That means you inflame, you form the plaques, you have abnormal blood flow, injury, inflame again. So the whole cycle goes on and on and on. That's why you get blocked. It's very simple. First, we'll talk about inflammation. What makes us inflame? Sometimes people answer, my husband makes me very inflamed. True also, sometimes. Okay? What makes you inflamed? Very simple. What you eat, number one. All this very nice, right? Cheetos, donuts, American food, all this. Very, very nice. I used to like all this nonsense. I think some of us, all this got research already, nobody likes this anymore, right? But these are the food that makes you inflamed. Okay? My dad loves this, especially intestine. My dad loved it, and he had a heart attack in 2018. So I understand the heart attack issues. So this kind of food makes you inflamed. What else? KL Rapid. You know, when you drive around the KL city, right, you see some very Changi Express Maju, whatever, right? As if their exhaust pipe is like 1,000 years ago. The smoke come out, I cannot see the front. Right? What can you do? One, you stop breathing until the whole thing gone, or you install an atmosphere drive. That is another way. So don't underestimate the short distance drive to your work. It might cause you to inflame and cause a subsequent 4 basic to go. Then you up in in the sense of you faster see Jesus. Okay? So this is another way. What else? Stress. Anyone know stress here? You don't dare to raise out your hand. Everybody has certain degree of stress, am I right? Especially if you work. Your boss is stressed. You look at the company also stressed already. The moment I got to my car from my condominium, I was stressed already because of the jam. So all these things cause you to inflame. How to make it away? Impossible, right? Now, what makes you not inflamed? This thing. So you look at Dr. Ignatius, you look at Jacqueline. This is the scenery they see every day. Not inflamed. If you wake up every day, you see sungai like this, got sunlight coming out. If you sunlight that way, should be 9 o'clock already. So that means you wake up at 9 o'clock. Are you stressed? No dad, like what Dr. Ignatius, no along, nothing to worry about. Just take birds picture. This is no stress. How many of us can do that? Very seldom. I wake up is KLCT, right? What else? Things that you can choose, your food. So make you no stress, this thing. You see the color, even the color is nicer than the stress food, right? The inflamed food. This is nature. Nature already tell you the answer. Pay attention to them. Like today we all healthy food, like you see. Today all red and green and gold. We are healthy food. So that is one thing that you can choose. What else can make you Nutrilite? Okay, people always say, I don't like to eat supplement, this kind of thing. I didn't ask you to eat if you have all the nutrients you need, or you have no problem. You don't have to eat, it's true. That is true. If your body is completely healthy and you do not lack of anything, you don't have to. Who asked you to buy? Nobody. But the problem is, if you think your body, your lifestyle, your diet makes you inflamed, and you want to anti-inflame, and you don't have the capacity or the, the chance yet to have a lifestyle like see the sunlight and all that, why don't you try something that can anti-inflame? One thing is BioC. Okay, who have not tried BioC here? Oh, thank God. Even you haven't, you also won't say, right? BioC, when we were small, right? People say vitamin C, what do you think about? Orange, right? And then, do you eat sour orange or sweet orange? Any of your friends or your mother go to the supermarket, can I get the sour one? Or they say, sweet one, I don't want. Have you heard about it? Never. But natural vitamin C, is it sour or sweet? Sour. So nowadays, the orange, the navel one, or whatever, Sunkist, they're dessert. They're actually dessert. They're not fruits anymore. It's dessert like durian. Okay? Now, that's why in Nutrilite, they don't use orange and all that. They use even a higher concentration, Acera cherry. And then they don't use this one. This is also dessert. Black Forest got a lot. Right? Christmas, we put this a lot. This is dessert. Not BioC. So in Nutrilite, scientists and the farm, right, they actually harvest this Acera cherry at the highest concentration, which is green. So if we have a chance, we go to Nutrilite farm, right, you will see the farmer, they harvest it when it is green, not red. Okay? Because they did a study. This one, remember, they did a study. Oh, little community, forgot to tell you. I'm so sorry. You didn't take the notes, too bad lah. So this one, they found out if I pluck it at 70%, I have the highest vitamin concentration. So the farmer knows this, the scientist knows this, and they pluck it or they harvest it at 70%. You think easier? Red is easy, right? You go red or cover. Now you have to, are you green? Are you a little bit green, a bit red? So you see a lot of trouble for the farmers, but they did it for us. So do you think that BioC worth the money? I think so. Good. Okay. Additional thing. BioC, you go pharmacy, Watson, everybody has it, right? A lot of brands, right? Now you have one advantage. Why I trust Nutrilite? You see this all-day formulation? What does it mean? Do you think by taking all day one pill? This is all-day formulation? No. All-day formulation means extended release. That means if I give 500, because each is 500, vitamin C and the bioflavonoids, right? They are red in fibers. So when you take it in, they don't release immediately. Makes sense because when you have the BioC or vitamin C into your body, they get absorbed, go to the bloodstream, and then they distribute to all the organs who needs BioC, right? But the organ cannot take out BioC like immediately. Some would take time. Like some of us, when we listen to a lecture, I don't understand. You listen to it 10 times only, you understand. So same as the organ. When the BioC concentration of vitamin C finish one round, whatever you need the BioC, I give it to you already, and they got excreted. You know what I mean? They got excreted to the kidneys, so you wasted. Then after you take in the BioC, what happened? The fibers, they open like a net. So all this content, right, BioC and bioflavonoids, they release over time or 8 hours. And that is important because I have friends who told me, you know, my vitamin C, 1,000 milligram. How much yours? 500 only. Check. You heard about this before? I could share some more. Okay? Then I said, che so loud. But do you understand? 1,000 milligram immediate release. Okay, immediate release. The effectiveness only left 43%. 500 milligram hours are extended release. Okay, the effectiveness lasts 73%. So it's true, you take the 1,000, it doesn't hurt your body, it hurts your wallet. You pay and then they get excreted. So scientists did everything as formula. They have a reason, not because today, okay, today you do the extended release, today you do the instant. No, they thought about it. All the products of Nutrilite, they thought about it, right? So give Nutrilite a big applause. Okay, what else anti-inflammatory? Summer Omega. Who have not tried Summer Omega? Have you bought it and drink it? For those who have sore throat before, you definitely tried it before. And it's very effective, to be honest. About to have sore throat, just buy it, drink the oil. Guarantee. Next day, you're okay already. Guarantee. It's true, okay? Then, when we say omega, to be honest, we are talking about essential fatty acids. In the market or in the biochemical world, there's omega-3, 6, and 9. Okay? Forget about 9, because a lot of food has 9. And to be honest, a lot of food in Malaysia has 6. Omega-6 is pro-inflammation. You promote inflammation. Omega-3, anti-inflammation. So you still need omega-6 because some of the membrane of the cell, you need omega-6. But you have to have a good ratio. So the best ratio, 1:1. Who can do it? Nobody. Even Japan also cannot do it. Right? Norwegian probably. Then they can accept 1:4. What is Malaysian? What is the study that Malaysians show us? Our ratio omega-3 to 6. 1:2. 60 so many. Our 1:2, I wish, 1:20. That's why we have a lot of business. This is why, CVS, you go somewhere medical, always crowded with people. Very good business. So if you have 1 and 1, 1 and 2, you go somewhere medical, nobody want. Am I right? No business, but it's good lah. So please come, welcome. Then, because you understand, we have a lot of omega-6, but no omega-3. You have to supplement it. Unless you tell me you're not eating anything oil. No sunflower oil, nothing. Okay. But if you eat it, make sure you supplement to make sure the ratio balance 1:4. Okay? Now, in omega-3, they actually have 3. EPA, DHA, ALA. This ALA you can ignore because it's interchangeable. They can change to DHA, EPA as they like. The thing you have to focus is DHA, EPA. EPA is the one that decreases inflammation. Remember just now the 4 basic? One of the things, inflammation. This one can decrease inflammation. DHA, what does it do? According to the study, right, DHA make up, brain, some of you, all of us should have it. It consists about 8% of your brain mass. That's why all the kids, the mother said, have more DHA. All the milk product formula have more DHA, more DHA. Why? Brain development. So let's say one day you feel, I swear I'm so stupid today. Take some omega-3. It can help you. Okay, our omega-3, EPA and DHA, this is the concentration. You can find it easily on the website. What is the dosage or the amount that one person needs, an adult, healthy adult need for essential fatty acid? How much? Later Menti asks you. About 300 milligram. So you see, these 2 plus together about 330 already. For normal adult, if you're adult but not normal, you take more or less. Okay? Normal. And the one thing, okay, very powerful, you also have to talk. Because essential fatty acids, they are very easily oxidized. So Nutrilite actually has a way, within 7 hours, they kind of put vitamin E into it to make it antioxidant. So that little gel actually has a lot of science in it. Okay, so these two can calm the fire, reduce inflammation. You take care of the first problem, inflammation. Okay? Now, inflammation fire off already, but problem is you still have injury, right? It's because you have the injury, then you have inflammation. So you settled the inflammation, but you didn't settle the injury, it's going to come back. Right? Simple. So what happened to the injury? Now, if you look at this big picture, so you see, blood vessel has a lot of layers. And then all the blood vessels and all the things in our body made out of cells, am I right? Everything is cells. So what is a cellular food? The food that cells love and need. Protein, exactly. How do we get protein? Right? Very simple. The problem is Let me ask you, for those who attended class before, you should know, meat and plant, which one has the more appropriate or easily absorbed protein for human being? Dialogue, one got plant, one got meat. We all same pace, right? You came to the talk before, you should remember, meat or plant? Easily for a human being. Meat. Actually meat. The problem with meat is how you cook it. Do you rebus every day? How do you cook? Wow, black sauce, fried chicken, black pepper, then red sauce, whatever color you have, right? That's the problem. And meat itself has fat already. That's the problem. So because of that, you get the benefit of the meat, the protein, but at the same time you get the fat. That's why scientists turn towards plant. And around the world of plants, right? Which kind of plant has the most amino acid, essential amino acids? As the name implies, we already know what product we're talking about, right? Soy is a soy. Now, soybeans, we found that in the world of plant has almost all the 9 essential amino acids, but it lack of one, methionine. Okay, methionine is one of the amino acids you find in eggs, the chicken eggs. So because of that, they came out with another idea. Because takkan they ask you to do the soy drink and put the one egg inside, right? This doesn't make sense in Hong Kong style, right? So the scientists thought about it. You don't see the canister say, please put 2 scoops of protein and plus 1 egg. It's nonsense. That's why your scientists think in advance of you. They took some amino acid from the wheat and also from the peas, combined together in the correct ratio. This is a commercial secret already. We don't know how they do it. Okay, if they combine the correct ratio, they make a PDCAS of 1. What does that mean? Yeah, almost 100% absorption. So this one you can impress your mother-in-law. Your soy protein has protein digestibility correction amino acid score of 1. What's number? What number you have? Then you win. Yeah. Okay? This is also science. Not many companies can do that. Not many, but Nutra is one of them. Right. So original soy protein, block here. How types of essential amino acid does our soy protein contain? 9. See, not yet we know. 11. More than 9. Give applause to Nutrilite. Okay, now you finish the cellular food, but on the blood vessel, the cells have to rest on something. We call it basement membrane. And this basement membrane is made by something called collagen. Heard about collagen, right? This is the picture. So these are the cells. They rest on something called basement membrane. It's like a connective tissue. I don't want to block you, so I go here. Okay? So you always understand, if I repair the cells, I need to repair the basement membrane, which is their foundation, all right? So we know that in the whole body, there's about 26 to 28 kinds of collagen. You don't have to remember. The main one is this 4. And type 4 is the basement membrane. So you also know, if I want to repair the blood vessel, I need collagen. So what product you should recommend? Yeah, collagen peptide. Takkan you recommend garlic, right? So collagen peptide. Now what's so special about us? If you go Watson one round, or you go to Korean shop one round, there's a bunch of peptide. Almost the same price, to be honest. The day I go in shopping, also 200, 300. People go buy that one. So what is so special about us? Last time we said because we have peptide, so easy for absorption, right? But now there's so many peptide out there. If you go to one round, you go to Japan, the whole shop is peptide. Lucio? So what is so special about our peptide? Actually, if I tell you, you know how smart or how valuable our company is. When we say collagen peptide, Nutra has a very is called what? Very outstanding, exceptional technique called bioenzymatic technology. What does that mean? Okay, this peptide, the collagen that you drink every day, is from the marine and soybean. Okay, they take the polypeptide and the polypeptide from the soybean to form it. Polypeptide, what does it mean? Poly, multiple. Peptide is just a string of amino acid linked together. So each of them will be something like that. Peptide. One from the soybean, one from the marines. Okay? But then, this is still polypeptide. So if you want to make good peptide, you need to cut at the right place. Okay? And then there's one thing you have to remember called hydroxyproline. This is the main key elements in a functional peptide. If the peptide that you cut, there's no hydroxyproline, this peptide not useful. It's basically you just eat fish can already. It's the same. It's not easily absorbed by the human being. So the bioenzymatic technology, they cut exactly the right place that every peptide has at least one hydroxyproline. There's not only 2 or 3 companies in the whole world can do this, and one is Nutrilite. Now you understand. They make sure all the peptide, you look under the microscope, there's at least one hydroxyproline. Nutrilite did it. That is the key advantage of Nutrilite, according to others. If you go Korea, you can ask, you got this hydroxyproline? They ask you, what is that? So resources and science is very important. Your products based by science, not by advertisement. Okay? Now, in the collagen, they also have this chrysanthemum, right? What is it? Why suddenly we put a chrysanthemum? Why no goji or coffee or something? Do you know? What the scientists thinking about? Anti-inflammatory. Again, the scientists thought in advance. They understand collagen is not for you just to become pretty. You also have to be anti-inflamed. So they put this into it to anti-inflame. Combine the whole product, makes your inflammation goes down, and build the vessel again. That's the science behind it, right? Then, your blood vessel, if you take all this, take care of yourself, will be like this lady, very flexible. Very flexible. Can go up, can go down, can come up, can come down. So in that sense, your heart, the blood vessel take off the load from your heart can pump not easier, easier, longer. That's how you take care of your blood vessel. You want your blood vessel come out like that. Okay, not the one that you even cannot touch the toe. Okay, then 4 basics. Now we come out to the last one. Plaque, the main problem, right? You form the blockage. What do you think the blockage come from? Think about what Nutrilite recently keep having the product to tackle one problem. All right, cholesterol issue, right? This is how it looks like. In medical terms, it's called atheroma. It sounds like an essential oil name, but it's actually a bad thing. Atheroma, okay, meaning that fat pad, rubbish, things that you don't like. Now, how does it form? People will say, because you eat all the veggie load, you eat all the fried food load, you eat McDonald's load, you eat KFC load, is it correct? Nasi lemak load, because you eat all that load, is it correct? Partially, good, partially. Now, let's say, another quiz question. What organ makes the most cholesterol? Oh, it's there already, sorry. So, liver make 80%, diet only 20%. So actually liver. Now you also notice some of your friends, they did everything already. They just drink water, probably water boil, broccoli, water boil, sour spinach, everything just water and the sayo, that's it. But their cholesterol is so high. Why? Liver issue. Liver issue. You have to start thinking about liver issue. So you understand this already, then the subsequent you use easily. Let's say, Merry Christmas, you eat the Christmas cake, right? It's all cream and sugar, very nice. I also like. But please take your CB+. After that, your body will digest into fatty acid, glycerin, cholesterol, and all that. Oil and I would say oil and blood. Oil and water, they don't mix together, am I right? So they cannot travel like that in the bloodstream. It has to be packaged into something we'll call chylomicron. Okay? Chylomicron packed in together into the bloodstream, sent to this big factory, okay, called liver. In the liver, then the liver will make the cholesterol. Now you have to understand, even if we say cholesterol very bad, right? But without cholesterol, you also won't live if you know that, right? Cholesterol is a vehicle. In your bloodstream, cholesterol is a vehicle that carry the triglyceride or the fatty acids to go to the organ and give it to you, you need it, give it to you, you need it. So they are a vehicle to carry all this to make your body function. That the problem is when too much of it. So when in the liver start to do stuff. Okay, now I understand you. The liver start to do stuff. First, they do VLDL. Then they will give some fatty acid and triglyceride to the heart or to the fatty tissue. Any organ they need, they give some. Then they unload, then they become IDL, ultimately become LDL. Supposingly, this LDL, IDL, and VLDL should go back to the liver. Am I right? They should go back. But they don't want. They like to linger like us. 12 o'clock again, they want to go home, go here, yam cha, mama. Then they do the same. So they don't like to go home. They will go home, but they take a long time to go home. Now, who is the very quiet one who go home? HDL. So LDL is the one that carry the cholesterol from the liver to the peripheral, which is the blood vessel. HDL is the one that carries the cholesterol from the end organ back to the liver. That's why this is a good boy, this is the bad boy. Make sense? Okay. Now, when the bad boy linger around the street, what happens? They form gang, right? Okay, they form gang. So, when they form gang and you continue to provide them gang members, which is your McDonald's, nasi lemak, fried chicken, ayam merah, all these things I love. Asam laksa. Oh. So, when you provide all this, but the liver is saturated, they close the door. Cannot go in anymore. So all this gang, what happened? All the bad boy, gather together lah, yum cha lah. So okay, gather together. I have to come back here. When they yum cha, it's okay. If they yum cha alone, no problem. The problem is they make another gang. We call macrophage. Remember inflammation? If your body is inflamed, you have all these cells circulate around. So when this gang make that gang, what happened? They form a bigger gang. So when they mix together, or the macrophages kind of, I would say, eat out or phagocytose the cholesterol, LDL, the LDL become oxidized. And then they form an even bigger gang called foam cells. When the foam cells get together, then they melt together, merge together, and form your favorite atheroma. That's the whole sequence. So always remember, you want to take care of cholesterol issue, you also have to take care of liver. How to take care of liver? You take out and then sayang like that. Okay, this is I want to show you. When you have the atheroma, look at your bloodstream. They got blocked, right? When you got blocked, what happened? Calcium. If you block in the coronary artery, heart attack. You got blocked in the carotid, stroke. As simple as that. As simple as that. So you want to prevent the four basic. Now, when you say, well, what to do? Okay, what to do? First, take care of the liver. How to take care? Sayang. Number one, don't get angry easily. This is the hardest lah. Okay? Anger hurts the liver very badly, to be honest. Okay? How? But you don't ask me. There's no Nutrilite, say, anti-anger supplement. If I have, definitely my PV very high. Okay? Because in the hospital, I have so many prospects to give. Then we don't have. This one is really based on positive environment. You come to PACE every day. Not every day, we don't have PACE every day. Every Thursday. Okay? You may be less angry. Right? Because you laugh, you're happy, you see the nations, you see DC checklist, you're happy. You see each other, you're happy, you're less angry. Then you go back and see your husband, come again. So, love your liver, temper control. Number two, sleep early. You say, I sleep very early, I sleep at 1 a.m. very early. Is it earlier? Before 11. Okay, the recommendation is before 11. It's not sleeping when you rest, not on the bed, into you. But you are there in the bed at 11, very good. Okay, it's really you rest at 11. Take care of your liver. What else? Alcohol. Alcohol hurts your liver very badly. It might not manifest on the day or the year that you start drinking. It manifests later on. Okay, alcohol very bad, especially mixed alcohol. You know sake bomb? Yes, die lah. If you know you've drank before lah. That's the worst thing you can do to your body. Patient. People who do sake bomb, right? They get drunk very easily. Okay, don't mix alcohol. If you really have to drink red wine. You don't red wine, then beer, then liquor, then don't know what. Don't do that kind of nonsense. Okay, if you red wine, you just red wine. But also don't drink 2 bottles whole like that. Just taste it. Enjoy life. Don't injure your liver. Okay? So these are the few things you can take care for your liver. And then, what else? Since the liver is taken care of, now it's your diet. Okay, why I like gut reset a lot? When we say body fit plus, means body fit plus gut reset. Okay, Nutrilite, they promote this gut reset. There's a reason. Because if you want to take care of this cholesterol issue, right, it's not suddenly a medication can do that. It's not starting a program you do for 14 days, wow, suddenly you're free of cholesterol. It's not like that. This is a program and also a lifestyle. And the most important thing in gut reset for my team, whoever really benefit from gut reset is those who understand the principle. They know how to choose food. They know how to choose, how to read food label. That is more important than the product itself. So it's not about the products, but it's about the conducts. The person who really understands gut reset, they never rebound. They rarely rebound. If you just do it for 14 days thinking, I finished already, how come my cholesterol so high? You lie to me? It's not like that. It's not like that. It's a lifestyle. If you finish the gut reset and you don't understand the principle, you haven't done it. You really haven't done it. Okay, so listen to your upline, really follow. Then people say, you gut reset, only eat 2 pieces of timun every day for 14 days. Now you ask me to do 30 days. I don't want. Is it like that? 2 pieces of timun. I also cannot. Lah. Gut reset meal is more fun and more variety than the normal, right? This is the gut reset juice we make. A lot of color. And this is the meal we have. Is this boring? I don't think so. There's a lot of taste and it's healthy. These are all the lunch that we post in our group. Okay? So when prospects see it, you gut reset eat so good one. Although, what do you think? 2 pieces of timun, right? Who can get well with 2 pieces of timun? I always tell my prospect, in the gut reset program, if you starve, you feel hungry, then this program never works. You can ask, Jia Hui is one of my victims. I stuff them, they eat until I cannot eat already, you must eat. This is, you have to understand the principle. Okay, so the prospect that we have, they got to eat every day. They're like, how come the program have to eat every day one? Because if you starve, the program doesn't work. Okay? Now, what happened in gut reset? If you've done enough gut reset, that means your gut have all the good stuff, good protein, good fibers, and you have good probiotic. Okay? So you know the fiber and probiotic is part of the gut reset. When you have this, you can produce the postbiotic that you want, which is these 3 essential fatty acids, like a short chain fatty acid, propionate, butyric acid. These 3 things, don't look at it, what the hell is all that? They're important. Why people do keto diet, so tough, drink the oil and then bath in oil, I don't know what they did, is to get these 3 things. Okay? And what these 3 things do to your body, reduce your fat, cholesterol level, anti-inflammatory again, and also reduce sugar. So remember the San Gao, the three metabolic syndrome, these 3 things you have to handle it. That's why you do gut reset. And that's why you don't stop the habit. You can stop the juice, but you never stop the habits. Okay? So this is what gut reset is about. Then, any other products you know about for cholesterol? CH Balance. CH Balance basically is a black tea extract. And the black tea extract, I saw you can drink black tea. I go, hey, you drink other outside also never have the effect. Because they want this thing, Camellia sinensis. Okay? In this Camellia sinensis, if you pecah again, that means you dissect again, you actually want these 2 things, called polyphenols and thioflavins. What does polyphenol does? It prevent cholesterol from being absorbed in the intestine. Then what does this do? The thioflavin prevent cholesterol to form in the liver. That's why this thing works. Okay? Let's say your prospect say, I don't want to do the gut reset. It's very fun. At least do this low. At least. Okay? At least do this Nutrilite CH Balance. But if the cholesterol is really high, please ask them to go see doctor. We are not magicians. Remember, we are Nutrilite Health Ambassador. We are not magicians. So if really out of your control, see doctor. Otherwise, we don't get our salary, you see. Now, the other product, you know this one, right? Lecithin. A lot of people thought this is who haven't tried this? Yeah, we haven't. Everybody tried this before. This is not the normal protein that you put like 2 scoops, 3 scoops. Not that one. The scoop is very small. Okay? This is mainly lecithin. What's the difference between the vitamin lecithin E and this powder? The content. The one that you have to chew, the chewable one, more vitamin E. This one powder, more lecithin. Okay? Now, what does lecithin do? It's a fat emulsifier, meaning it separates, let's say, water and the oil together. It kind of separates them. So what's the effect of this? Prevent absorption, decrease the absorption into the bloodstream. So indirectly, decrease your cholesterol. So if your friend say, I don't want to do this guy's reset, whatever nonsense, at least CH Balance, at least lecithin powder. At least that you can do for them, okay? Or your loved one or yourself. Now, if let's say your friend doesn't want to do all this, and then they get a clot, this is what we do. This process called thrombectomy. What happens is, you lie flat, I put a big needle like that into the groin, inside. Is it painful? I also do not, never had before. Always I poke people, how I know? But look at their face, I think pain, right? So, but they will give anesthesia. So when you poke into it, then we deploy the vessel. This is the tombo jaya. You heard about? To drag this thrombus, or we call the rubbish, into the into the tube, then we'll take it. This, do you know how much is this? Actually, quite very cheap. Government, right? Within 1,000 can got it. Oh, no, you want one tomorrow? Oh, some more. Not everything cheap you want, you know. Oh my God. So, we can. In private, how much? Less than 7